Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Punk Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, we're back. We're still here, actually.
Bienvenidos!
We just happen to still be here. You know, we survived Harvey.
Yes, we did. We are survivors.
Yes.
We're
I'm
not
a
gonna give up.
survivor. I'm not gonna give
Yeah.
up. Yeah, so that's why we were missing last week. We actually were, thinking we were
Trapped
going to go.
in the house.
Trapped in the house. I thought it was going to be like, I need to get on Noah's Ark. So, yeah, I was a little worried for a minute. So I would ask you what you did in the past week, but the city's still on curfew. What is it, from 12 p.m. to 5 a.m.?
Yes.
And it goes, it's
12 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So basically, last call is at 11.
Unfortunately.
And then that's usually my first call.
That's where you ain't even at the club yet.
I'm not even at there. Yeah, I'm old now. I'm not even at the club at 11 o'clock. I show up at a good 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and then leave by 1:30, 1:45.
Yeah. Whew. So what did you do? Well, you were stuck in the house. So what did you do?
Besides talking to myself?
Well, okay. So what was your supplies like? How did this happen?
How did I survive
How
Harvey?
did you survive Harvey?
So I had a big bottle of wine. Actually, I had two. I had 3 cans of chicken noodle soup, the low sodium kind, because I didn't want to bloat. And then I had, what did I go to the grocery store for?
Did you get water?
I got 6 bottles of water.
Just 6? Okay.
Just 6.
Well,
Because I felt like, okay, I'm going to drink alcohol more than I'm going to drink beer because I'm going stir crazy. So
got you.
So I bought 6 bottles of wine, but they're like individual bottles. They weren't like in a pack.
Got you.
They were just like some bottles of water randomly put in a corner at the cash register. And I said, hey, this bottle's for sale. She said, oh yeah. I said, let me get 6 of them. So got 6 bottles of water. I had 3 cans of chicken noodle soup, some wine, and then I said, you know what, fuck it. Let's just go ahead and top it off with a case of Dos Equis. So that was my supplies. Only to realize that I needed an umbrella and some rain boots. So the next time we have a situation where it's high water, I'm going to I know what to get.
Okay.
An umbrella, a rain jacket, and some boots.
Well, your supply list sounds kind of like I had more food than you though. So I did have the wine, Merlot, to be exact.
Ooh, fancy.
I am very fancy. If I'm gonna have to go out, I'm going out with red wine. I bought like goldfish. They didn't have water because, mind you, I did this on Friday, so there was no water to be found. So I just bought a shitload of Gatorade and was like, "This is just gonna have to deal."
He was gonna have to bless it,
you know,
bless it, Lord.
Yeah, you know. And then I was like, "Well, what can I eat every day?" And it'll be a lot of it. So I was like, "Oh, boom! I'll make some chili." So I went and got like the ground turkey, and I made some crock pot chili. It was popping. And then they were out of bread, so I had to get like the fancy bread that they make like in the store, like the hoagie buns.
The whole loaves.
Yeah. So I bought that. And, I'm fancy still, so I did boar's head turkey and cheese and, spinach and tomato. So,
oh my God.
For like a week, or what was that, 4 or 5 days, all I did was eat chili. Chili and sandwiches. Around the clock, too. Not like breakfast, lunch, dinner, just like around the clock. Like, bored.
Did you wake up like and be like, you know what, fuck it, it's a hurricane, I'm just going to start drinking?
I did text you around 9:15. It was like, what's the earliest? Because my corner store was open. They cleaned up during the hurricane.
Oh yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, they cleaned up. So I was like, cool. Because Kroger's was like a mess. It was only letting like 5 people in. It was just a mess.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I went to the corner store and was buying overpriced wine every day and drinking the entire bottle.
Yeah.
Just the entire bottle.
Cracked open a beer. It was like 10 a.m.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? Don't judge me.
Wine and chili. Wine and a sandwich. Wine and wine.
Wine and wine.
Wine and goldfish. Wine and a sip of Gatorade and more wine.
It just rotates well together.
Yeah, and I just sat here, lucky for me, I didn't flood. My power stayed on. So
did mine.
I jumped back into Friends. I revisited Friends, and then I realized I didn't like Emily. And I was like, wow, this show is like, I didn't like Emily.
What's your favorite episode?
Favorite episode? I like when Monica and Ross do the dance off for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
But I started like season 2 because I want to relive Ross and Rachel's relationship, right?
Okay.
So I decided to relive their relationship and realized they only dated for like a year. So 10 seasons.
An intense love.
Nigga, 10 seasons. Y'all had us involved with y'all for 10 seasons, and y'all really only dated like 22 episodes. And then I was watching Monica and Chandler and was like, we don't give them the respect they deserve, because Monica and Chandler had like a real like adult relationship.
Yes.
Like they got together.
They were friends first.
Yeah. Then they got together. They slept together, but ended up dating. But turned that into dating.
Yes.
Moved in, got engaged, got married.
That's how you do the
had
friends
some
with
kids,
benefits.
got a house. Boom.
That's how you do the friends with benefits.
It didn't take us 10 seasons. We didn't have to go through 3 other marriages. Just easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. And I was like, you know what? From now on, I'm standing for Monica and Chandler, because Ross and Rachel really did too much.
My favorite Friends episode is when Brad Pitt was a guest star.
Yo, he hated her
for Thanksgiving.
He hated her so much.
When I said that is like the funniest episode.
He hated her so. But Fun Bobby, the episode with Fun Bobby was cracking me up, because I feel like sometimes I'm Fun Bobby. It's like, why are you so quiet today? But Fun Bobby was like drunk all the time. Yeah. Like, yo, that's why Fun Bobby's so fun. Fun Bobby over here lit.
Lit.
But yeah, so that was pretty much. I watched like 2 or 3 seasons of Friends. I watched the season of Girlfriends. Joan is a horrible goddamn friend. Like, every time your friend get married, how you get an attitude?
I can't comment on that, because I like Joan.
I know I like Joan, but Joan was okay.
She was like a low-key hater.
Yeah, Joan was okay until you found love. Because I feel like Joan was kind of like, well, why you not me?
Yeah.
Like, I have this house, I have this career.
I think her thing is, why can't I find somebody?
But she was so mean to her friends. Was it not why you, not me? Because Tony.
Well, Tony, first of all, Tony was a little. She was a little.
She laid it low.
She was rated wide.
Yeah,
okay?
Tony was a shady friend.
She was. So that's not a good comparison.
She was, but then she did that to Maya, and Maya just wanted to have her little wedding in her little 1-bedroom apartment and singing those plastic like pink purple dresses.
Had a little 1-bedroom apartment.
Okay, it might have been 2 because Jabari was there, so it could have been 2 bedrooms. Let me not discredit Maya like that.
What about Lynn?
Lynn is like one of the reasons I know those like hippie, natural, I eat seaweed girls are like a little bit like sexually free all the time, and Lynn was like proof of that.
I liked Lynn.
I did. Lynn just wanted to mind her business and freeload, and she had no shame in it either. She was sleeping with William for housing. She didn't care. And then I love the episode with Common. I had some Lynn last night. Went in on Saturday, got out Sunday. Remember that episode?
I don't.
Yeah, no, we need to relive that episode when she tried to act like a virgin to the one guy she liked, but then Common had to remind her that she was a slut. He slut shamed her basically in a poem.
Oh no,
he did. It was such a great episode.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, so that was me, just eating sandwiches, eating chili. And actually, truth be told, when they said a hurricane was coming, me being from Florida, I was like, oh, hurricane, schmurricane. Not a big deal. So, what was it, Friday? I was like, whatever. And then Saturday came, and I was like, well, I could go watch the fight. But I was like, this seems like a lot of rain. I don't really, and Houston likes to flood. They're prone to flooding. I'm going to just stay home. And then it's like the water came.
Girl, I was nervous. I was scared.
I wasn't even all that into the water game.
No, so that Thursday, I mean, I didn't even know it was nothing coming up until my coworker on Thursday told me.
Take you seriously.
You know, you got your supplies. I said, what supplies?
For what?
She looked at me, she goes, have you not been watching the news? I said, no, girl. I said, nothing was on the shade room.
You know what?
Shout out to the shade room.
Yeah, you know what? And that's why you would have been underwater.
Right. So then she was just like, girl, it's a whole hurricane about to hit. And so I looked, I said, oh my God. And she goes, girl, and there's no water, there's no bread, there's no nothing at the grocery stores. Everybody's just panicked. Everybody's going crazy and it's going to hit tomorrow. So I was like, God damn, I don't have shit.
But you know what? I didn't go to Friday either. I didn't take it seriously.
But I don't have batteries. I don't. I was like, I don't have flashlight. I think I had I have candles, but I don't know where my light. I didn't know where my lighter was.
So you was gonna be like me in the house dark.
I was just like, fuck. So then, you know, and I'm from Corpus Christi. So then they were saying it was gonna hit Corpus Christi. So then I was a real mess. Like Friday afternoon, all I was doing was praying, drinking, and crying.
That's a good combination.
Just in no particular order. Just praying, drinking, and crying.
Cry, drink,
I was like, oh my God. And then I called my grandma. My grandma's like, oh yeah, we didn't even board up the house. And then 5 minutes later, it says category 4. So I was just like, what is wrong with you? What you mean you ain't board up your house? My best friend, they all ducked off in her closet.
Just waiting.
She's sending me pictures of her daughter. Her daughter got the little flashlight on her head.
Just waiting.
Yeah. They got rain boots and shit on. It's like, man, this is some real life shit. Like, I'm a mess. Like, crying. Like, calling my dad. My dad was in his car talking about I'm trying to charge my phone up. Like, get your ass
out
in the car.
Yeah, you gotta get out the car. Get out the
Seriously?
car.
Get out of the car.
That's not the safest.
Girl, so that was just, it was pretty intense. And then, like, I know that my area floods pretty quickly. No.
Oh, here.
And here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, like, okay, it's not going to be that bad. So I'm, like, seriously just paying attention to the news. And then it hit Rockport. So Corpus really didn't get a lot of what Rockport did. Both Port Aransas and Rockport got wiped out.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, I feel bad for those people, but luckily the city of Corpus Christi was not severely damaged as it could have been. But then I'm just like, I wasted my prayers and my tears because
maybe
y'all didn't get trapped.
But maybe it was your prayers and tears that made it go to Rockport.
Well, what about the prayers and tears that should have brought the storm maybe another way for here?
But even like, so Friday, like I said, I'm from Florida, so I'm not like real. I don't get trippy off hurricanes. I was more like shit.
Flooding.
Yeah, I was more like shit. Let me go get some food because if it get bad, I ain't gonna be able to get nothing.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm a single chick. I don't have any kids, so my refrigerator usually is like eggs and a bottle of water. Like I don't
half open.
Yeah, like half open. Like I really never have nothing. So I'm like, okay, let me go get some groceries. And I was like, all right, cool. And then like I went to bed. It was a category 4 Friday. Then it went down to just a tropical storm. I'm like, oh, I still was going to class during tropical storms. That's nothing. We get a tropical storm like every other day in Florida.
Yeah.
Wasn't tripping. But then, like, people kept calling. I was like, are you flooded? Because I wasn't watching the news, per se. Like, I was, like, online reading, like, CNN and checking the weather thing. I wasn't, like, actually on, like, the local news.
Right.
So people started calling me, and I'm like, huh? What do you mean? So I turn on the news, and it's just, like, all these places are flooded.
Complete devastation to the nation.
The whole nation. So then now I'm like, okay, I've never flooded. Even, because if it rains a lot here, it floods certain areas. So I'm like, okay, cool. How does this shit happen? In a sense of, in my mind, I kind of felt like it would be like the beach, like the water just recede over here. Because you're looking at all this water. It's like, well, at some point, where does it go though? Like, okay, you flooded this out, right? So, like, when you spill milk or you spill water, it spreads. So I'm like, is this whole city about to go under? So now for like the next 2 days, I'm like going to my front door, my back door, like trying to see if anything's flooded around me. And like in the morning, I would walk around the neighborhood and make sure like
you checking the city.
Yeah, to make sure there ain't no water coming out of somewhere. So that was me for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I did that too.
Only because I honestly, and I told somebody this today, if I would have flooded, especially now looking at people who I know have flooded, if I would have flooded, I probably would have went back home.
If I would have flooded, I would have went back home.
Like, I don't know what to do after that.
I would, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful for my apartment not being flooded, but just for the simple fact that they're still making me pay my rent.
So let me tell y'all what Adrianna did. No, I'm not gonna lie
I
to
would
you.
have rather my apartment been
Honestly.
flooded. I would have cashed that insurance policy check.
And that was another thing too. I need to go check my insurance because then my friend was like, "Girl, just because you have renter's insurance doesn't mean it covers flood."
It covers flood, water damage.
Yeah, okay.
It's water damage. Natural. It'll say like natural disasters.
Okay. I need to double check my renter's insurance to make sure.
Fire, electric, or yeah, because mine covers flooding, water damage. Covers water damage, not flooding. But what is flooding equals?
Girl, that's a loophole. Let me go read my thing and try to figure out this loophole. That's a loophole.
But at the same time, flooding equates water damage.
Nah, I feel like water damage will be like rain and flooding will be like flooding. You get like water damage will be like rain. I feel like it's a loophole in that because if they made a point to say water and not flooding, because my mom was like,
I really don't know. I'm just kind of guessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at my policy because.
But I would have cashed in on my policy.
Yeah, if you could have
10 grand.
I would have cashed in on mine too. But listen, I do have to talk about my apartment complex. So I've been checking my email religiously because I'm like, I just know they about to send this email saying, "Hey, girl,
don't worry about it, girl. We know.
We know what happened. We here.
know what happened."
So listen, this is what we're gonna do. Like each month, we're just gonna tack on an extra $100 or extra $50 or extra $75,
something,
an extra $60. Like, hey, girl, you don't have to give us this full amount because it's been a devastation to the nation. You've been out of work because nobody could get anywhere.
Yeah,
you ain't got enough money for your rent. I was like, yes, this apartment complex about to come through.
They know I can't go to work.
They know because they couldn't come to work.
Yeah, y'all couldn't come to work, so you know I couldn't go to work.
So I opened this email. It says my apartment name and like the sender, and it has this beautiful 2 words. It said Hurricane Harvey. Never thought I would actually want to see an email that said Hurricane Harvey.
Did it say relief?
Nah, let me tell you. So I click it because I'm like, this has to be them telling us like, hey, girl, we gonna work a deal out with y'all. We're not gonna charge no late fees this month. Just pay when you get around to it.
Pay what you can.
Yeah, pay what you can. Like, yeah, give what you got. We gonna treat this like offering at church.
Yeah,
give what you got.
Yeah.
So I opened up the email and these old bitch ass people was like, hey, I know everybody's just returning home because of Hurricane Harvey. Just let us know if you have any water damage. So I'm scrolling like, ain't no more, no PS. Don't worry about the rent. PS. You know, hey girl, you got to the 20th? Something?
You got to the 20th.
My apartment complex said, no, y'all did not flood, so y'all better have all y'all rent money. And I'm just looking at them like, y'all will get it when I got it. y'all get a piece of it.
Girl. So I knew. I was planning it, okay? Like, I was really like, okay, my apartment complex is gonna be the toughest one because everybody else was cool. My car note people was good. My
girl, Reliant literally sent an email saying, "Hey, girl, don't pay until the 30th."
Everybody else was
Everybody
cool.
understands. The city was literally on house arrest for like 6 days,
and we still on goddamn
house arrest. Gotta be back home at 12.
So
I ain't been home that early since high school.
So I knew. I was up for an uphill battle with my job.
But you were hopeful.
I was hopeful. So I went in, I don't think that I even washed my face because I wanted to look real homely, right?
You wanted to look like it's been
I wanted to look like I was just going through it. So I went to my apartment complex, went to the office, I said, hey, how y'all doing? Who do I talk to about the rent?
Yeah, just question.
Who do I talk to? So the lady said, oh, you, the lady in the office. I said, okay, thank you. So I said, yeah, I'm not gonna have my rent. So
couldn't work.
I said, both my jobs done. Office flooded. My other job flooded. Just underwater.
Just swimming. Bikini
bottom underwater. Okay.
Bikini bottom.
Like I can't get there. They can't get to me. I don't even know when I'm gonna get my next paycheck.
I don't know what's gonna happen. They gotta get the adjusters in there. The inspector gotta come.
I just mold. They gotta wear masks.
We waiting on Red Cross.
I don't know.
USAA.
I don't know.
The city of Houston gotta come in.
So she proceeds to tell me.
At the end of tell this whole grand story about how the place is literally underwater.
Bikini bottom underwater, mind you.
Mind you, they're not really underwater.
And they're not underwater.
They're not.
You know, I wanted to paint the picture that it's devastation.
Devastation to the nation, okay?
So this lady proceeds to tell me, well, don't worry, you got until the 6th. I said the 6th of October?
November? What are we shooting for here?
said, 6 of what? And she said, oh, she points, September. I said, wait, it's the 1st. I said, I ain't gonna have it by the 6th.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just
and she just looks at me, she said, all right, well, when you gonna have it? So I said, can I see your calendar real quick? So I'm scrolling through the dates. Mind you, it's my birthday, right? So,
it is. Adriana's birthday is September 3rd. So by the time y'all hear this is when her rent's going to be due.
And it ain't going to be paid.
but listen to the rest of her story though.
So, but I had already pre-planned this trip for my birthday.
Mind you, she tells the lady she's not paying her rent till about the 20th. And she's just going to have to deal.
So I tell the lady, so I'm scrolling through the dates like, okay, that's not a good date because nope. So I picked the 20th. So I said, cool, I'm going to pay it on the 20th. And she just looks at me, she's just like, okay, well, if you can get it quicker, let me know. I said, I will, but I probably won't. It's a little late.
Get over it. You getting that shit on the 20th.
A little later.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? Fuck that shit. Because I'm going on my vacation. It's already paid for. I was already booked. And I had just got paid. And I'm not spending my I'm not spending my check on that. I'm done being responsible. I'm going to be a little irresponsible. And I'm going to go out of the country with the little change that I got. And I'm going to have me a good fucking time.
She's going to Mexico by herself.
I'm going to Cancun.
By herself. Solo, too.
Solo dolo. And you know why? Because I freaking deserve it. And I don't care what my apartment complex is. I've been there for 8 years.
Girl, 8 years. They should have a little respect. Like, y'all be getting
They don't have no respect for me.
8 years.
I've been there for 8 years.
Yeah, that's shady as heck. Because that's how I felt about my apartment.
I don't know what to tell you.
Man, my been
You
for
know
8
what
years.
to tell me.
Yeah, y'all better
You're telling me the wrong thing, man.
Yeah, you have to wait. It's been a devastation to the nation.
Okay, that's fine, because I don't know what to tell you neither, because it's coming on the 20th. And
Girl.
I don't even know if it's going to be here on the 20th.
that still is a guess.
That still is a guess.
Girl, so what did you think about Joel Osteen?
Joel Osteen. Okay. Well, here's my thing. When I first moved to Houston, I went to Joel Osteen's church.
Oh, why?
Because I didn't know no better.
I could never get into Joel Osteen.
I was looking for a place of worship, and I heard about this church. Somebody at Olive Garden suggested I go here, so I went. And it was cool. He's a good little motivational speaker of God or whatever. Talking, he was like a motivator, but he sprinkled God here and there, right?
Yeah.
And so, I bought his book. I ain't gonna lie, I bought his book. I filled it out because he had little worksheets in there, so I filled some of this shit out.
Oh, you was one of them students.
Yeah, I was one of them. And then I remember this one service I went to. And I was thinking, I want to go down there and meet him. So I tried to mosey myself downstairs and
go to the VIP.
Go to the VIP.
Which I heard he charges for the first 2 rows.
I got Heisman. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, where are you going? You can't, ma'am, can't go down that way. So I just want to talk to the pastor.
Just I got some things I need to get off my chest.
I need some hands to be laid on me.
Yeah. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I just need I need some prayer. Ma'am, he's not doing what? He's the pastor.
Yeah, he better put his hands on me.
What do you mean he's not? What?
That's your job.
That's your job. So basically I got shooed away. And now this is a rumor. Now I don't know if it's true. I would like to think that it's true. I don't know, because he seems very extravagant. Mm-hmm. And so basically he was at a grocery store, and they had blocked off the aisle because he didn't want to be bothered by...
Seriously?
Yeah, they had his bodyguards block the aisle.
So he can shop in peace?
No, this is hearsay.
But I'm going to tell you why I never... First of all, I seen Joel Osteen on TV even before I had moved to Houston. So I knew his church was here. I never got into him because his eyes were always like super shifty to me. And that always like weirded me out. It's like he blinks a lot or something. It's something really funny about like when he's talking. So
it's probably because his teeth. Because he has really long teeth.
Well, and see, is that what it is? Because then he reminds me of the mask from Saw. You remember the scary movie Saw? Like his face looks like that mask to me. So, like, on top of him being shifty and looking like the thing from Saw, which I actually am afraid of, because Saw was actually, like, that was one of the scariest movies I think I've ever saw. So, like, that combination, I never really could get into him. And then, on top of that, I never really like mega churches.
I don't
because
like
they become
mega
very businessy.
Yeah.
And, which is fine, because, I mean, that's y'all bread and butter, but then it's like, you know, I heard Lakewood makes between 70 to like 80 million a year tax free because it's a church. I heard he lives in a $10.8 million house, which I mean is fine. I guess in a sense it's fine.
You know what? Jesus, okay?
No,
Jesus was a humble person. Jesus stayed. Jesus could have had it all. He could have had a mansion. He could have told God, I want the gold pillars. I need marble, onyx. I need a Rolls Royce. Of whatever the Rolls Royce was back in the day.
Before, okay, I got
whatever it was back in the day, I don't know.
I want bitches.
He could have had it all. A swimming pool.
But that's the only, and then I don't like mega churches. I don't like when it's like hella productions behind churches, like concerts and stuff. I mean, I just don't. Like, I like my grandma's church. My grandma's very neighborhoody. They know your name when I walk in.
Max on a good Sunday, it's like 102 people.
Yeah, they know your mama. They know my grandma. They, you know, my grandma put my name in a prayer box. Everybody know. The prayer warriors know who I am, and you know, conjugate in the morning and pray. I like stuff like that. His church is just too big for like my type of. And when I be needing Jesus, I be needing Jesus. I can't be having like in a big old space like that. I can't get my life off that.
But the crazy part is,
but I think he lied saying that church was flooded though.
I think he lied, and I also feel like his excuse. So it was like 3 excuses that he gave. So the first excuse was that the church was flooded. And then people went over there and they said...
And A-Town stomped all on the property and was doing backflips. I'm like, ain't no water over here. It's dry.
So then they went on to say that they were accepting people. They were just going to wait till all the other shelters filled up
first. Which was rude because if you see how many houses, 30, 40,000 houses flooded out, you didn't think these other shelters were going to fill? Like, or minimum, I wouldn't even been upset if he didn't open his... he should have just... If he wanted to do something light, he could have just opened up his church to his members. Mm-hmm. Even though that still would have been kind of douchey. Mm-hmm. But I could understand you opening up for your personal members. Mm-hmm. Or, let's be honest, y'all make a whole lot of money out there. You making money right now because you still have books and you on OWN and you talking to Oprah. You got all... You be on TV all the time. Mm-hmm. I feel like he should have called around to Houston hotels and been putting up his members. Because what would have been putting up your members for a week, in all honesty? That wouldn't have killed y'all budget. That wouldn't have tanked that church.
The third excuse, the city of Houston didn't ask.
And why do I have to ask you about the devastation to the nation, though?
Girl, when I saw that...
What do you mean? Hey,
what you mean?
Can you be a pillar of the community? I gotta ask you to be a pillar of a community that you're supposed to be the pillar of.
What do you mean? Like, what you mean?
Or even if he was, and then the thing is, Lakewood used to be a basketball arena. I believe like the girls' basketball team used to play WNBA.
The Rockets.
Okay, the Rockets actually play there. Okay, so this is literally an NBA arena.
It's huge.
Even if it flooded,
16,000 member church.
Even if it flooded, that whole building wasn't flooded. So it was just other things you could do. Or I would have respected if he would have got on the news and said, "Hey,
I fucked up."
Not even that. Hey, the reason we didn't open right away, and because this made sense to me, I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't have enough volunteers because that is true. 200 people show up at your
but
church.
Then you want to get on Twitter talking about, oh, we're at capacity for volunteers.
Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all. I said this, and I think I tweeted. I might be blocked. I need to go check my Twitter account because Joel Osteen might have blocked me. But I did tweet. I was like, "So where you tweeting from? The penthouse at Trump Towers?" I was like, "Where you tweeting from?"
Your post was so funny.
No,
talk about Joel Osteen used y'all's tithes.
Joel Osteen used y'all tithes and offerings to get the hell up out of here before Harvey came. And Joel Osteen tweeted y'all from the golf course in Florida.
Praying for y'all.
Yeah, he tweeted y'all from in San Francisco in a penthouse. I hope y'all safe.
Overlooking the bay.
Yeah, overlooking the bay while he spends y'all tithe and offering. While they say,
I don't trust people like that.
His eyes are shifty.
I would not place my spiritual guidance in people like pastors of mega churches because it seems too businessy. It seems it's way too political. And I know I told you about my experience with the church that I was going to and how it really made me look at church because Wheeler is becoming one of those big churches. Mm-hmm. And it's not Joel Osteen level, Lakewood level. It's still very, very huge. I mean, getting to the 11 o'clock service, it's like you're not there at 10:59. You're not going to get a seat. And it's like a club.
But the thing is, I don't even mind. Like, I like TD Jakes.
I don't like. It's too commercial.
I don't mind TD Jakes, especially because I know where TD Jakes came from. Potter House didn't. I think it's called Potter House. It didn't start off like that. He had very, very humble beginnings, and I also still like him even right now.
Joel Osteen had humble beginnings.
No, Joel Osteen seemed a little tricky. His eyes are shifty, man. You don't trust him.
Joel Osteen had humble beginnings.
No, but even TD Jakes was in Dallas saying, "Listen, if y'all can get to Dallas, I got y'all." Like, period. That quick. Before the man who has a church literally sit on 59. I can't do Joel Osteen. His eyes are shifty to me. He seems weird. If it ever came out, like, if anything bad ever came out about Joel Osteen, I would be the last person to be shocked.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would literally be like, I get it. And not anything. This goes from drugs to women to just anything. I would be like, them eyes been shifty, and I've been telling y'all them eyes been shifty. Something, I don't know, I just can't trust them. So is he still open for a shelter right now?
Who knows? He probably canceled that as soon as the media attention died off. He's probably said, "Get the fuck out."
y'all gotta go home?
But y'all gotta get the hell up out of here.
Where we gonna go, Joel? Where we gonna go? Girl, I was like losing my mind. I did like a whole Harvey Flood playlist that I just sat here and listened to music that had the word rain in it.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
I did. Because it started off with Missy Elliott, I Can't Stand the Rain. But then I was like, God, it must be other rain songs. Then I went to Blame It on the Rain. I listened to Milli Vanilli and was out here like hardcore singing Blame It on the Rain.
Milli Vanilli?
Mm-hmm. You remember that? Blame It on the Rain. I said, what else did I do? I did Rain by SWV. I did Rain on Me by Ashanti, and then I watched the video because I always found that video funny, even though she's getting abused.
I love that. I love that song and I love that video.
Because the video's only, like, it's kind of funny to me because it's like, he beat her this whole time, but she only leaves him when he cheats. So that was like, look, bitch.
Maybe that's the final straw.
You can beat me all you want to.
But you better not cheat.
But you better not cheat on me. You got to choose one. You cheat or you beat. I'm like, yes, Ashanti has standards.
And we're not making light of domestic.
Domestic violence isn't funny. That video still is kind of funny to me, though. I didn't know. And what else did I do? That was really it. I just was like running around in circles.
I was going crazy. I was going crazy, talking to myself, and then just really just sitting on my bed, just thinking, this is fucked up.
It is. And because then I was super confused on why does the water still rise? Like, once it stopped raining, why
they released the water from the reservoirs. There's 2 reservoirs in the neighborhoods, like northwest side, right? And because these are reservoirs that collect water, the water kept rising, and basically they can control the water flow being put out. So it's better for them to be able to control it and let it out,
release a little bit
versus it malfunctioning, and then it just goes everywhere. So that's why they did that. But that water is still hot. Like, even by my house, like the Beltway, between the Beltway, Westheimer, and I-10, that area is like, it's like stagnant water. It's not even draining. Where is
the water?
It's not even draining.
That's why I'm confused. Like, and then I heard that like water was coming up out the sewers. I'm so confused by this drainage system in Houston.
It's bad. Their drainage.
And Houston's not like a broke place. Texas is not like a broke state.
Yeah, no, it's bad, but hopefully they'll get it right, because I mean, people can't be surprised. Like, I see people talking on Twitter and Facebook saying, "Why didn't y'all evacuate?" First of all, if you were not here for Hurricane Rita, that shit was stupid. Like, people were like dying on the highways. Like, from here to Huntsville is 45 minutes at 65 miles an hour. 45. You know how long it took me to get to Huntsville in that goddamn traffic? It took me 12 fucking hours.
But you know, they said that. They said if you're going to evacuate, like by driving, you need to book early. Like
but who we didn't know it was going to come this way.
And that was the issue as well. But they made it clear that if everybody tried to evacuate at one time,
have 6.5 million people trying to evacuate. Anyway. There's two main ways. So you can either go south or you can go north.
You was gonna go north.
Or I-10.
Oh,
you can go, I-10. But you don't want to go to Louisiana, so you're going to go I-10 west. But even still, that's 3 ways of getting out of the city with 6.5 million people.
And regular traffic. At 5 o'clock in Houston would have you stuck.
Stupid.
You will be stuck.
So now, I just hate it. Like, people were saying, oh, y'all are stupid for not evacuating. Why didn't y'all evacuate? But I think Mayor Sylvester Turner did an awesome job because that was just...
Can you take us off curfew? But go ahead.
I think that was just an unexpected situation that nobody could... the meteorologists don't even get the weather right on a good week. Okay?
Listen.
So, let alone get it right on a hurricane. So, nobody was...
Y'all said that hurricane was hitting Corpus Christi to begin with. So, it didn't even hit there. So, a lot of this stuff be... Listen, Jesus be in control. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Because they don't know what the hell they talking about sometimes.
But everybody, at the end of the day, everybody could not have evacuated in that short of notice.
Not at all.
We would have all... Everybody would have died.
Rita was horrible. Just to get... I think I got to Corsicana before I was just like, man, fuck this. I'm just turning around. Because I didn't even get to Dallas. It took me, probably 2 days just to get to Corsicana.
Jesus.
And, mind you, people are ciphering your gas. Don't get tired. And don't pull over. Because there would be people, somebody tried to cipher my gas. People are, going crazy for gas. There's no gas nowhere.
Let me tell y'all, and you people stealing from people who've been flooded are all pieces of shit. And every time I see you guys show up on my Facebook, my Twitter, or my Instagram timeline, I retweet it because I hope they find each and every one of you.
She says you're disgusting.
You are disgusting. Because who does that?
Idiots.
First of all, the house is already flooded. Mold is coming in, and you got the audacity to be stealing from these. I watched some people break into a T-Mobile store. For what? And at this point, stealing cell phones and iPads and computers is pointless anyway because everything has chips in them. So it's why are you so desperate?
Yeah. If you're going to steal something, steal a boat.
Being greedy.
Still around.
Save some lives.
Save a life. Still beauty supply products.
Yeah, you up there trying to steal somebody's laptop and it's flooded. What's wrong with you?
You can't even use it.
Can't even. Or stealing from the grocery store. Why are you stealing Lay's chips? I literally watched a video. They broke into the convenience store stealing Lay's chips and peanuts and shit. And then try to break into the register. The register couldn't have no more than $100. Was that really worth it? Really? I was I hope they find y'all. And you assholes that were charging $40 and $50 and $60 and $100 for packs of water are pieces of shit too.
Best Buy got it. They
deserved it.
They received a backlash.
Because why would you do that? Devastation to the nation. You really tried it. Can I get some water, please? Do I have to dehydrate as well? Can I feed my baby a bottle?
I don't have one. It wasn't even a name brand bottle.
Yeah, it wasn't even Fiji.
It wasn't even Nestle.
Girl, Aquafina, Zephyr Hills.
It was $19.99.
And y'all tried it. Y'all are really horrible people. No, for real.
But they were talking shit about Best Buy because Best Buy, some employees here, I don't know which store location, but
I'm trying to figure out. So, were they trying to make money for the store? Or was somebody about to pocket that shit?
I have no idea, but they investigate. They're under investigation.
They should investigate them because why would you do that?
Because they sure did blast them all on Twitter.
They should have, but it was multiple little convenience stores doing that. It's just well, why would you do this to people? People are literally losing everything.
And you want to tax me $20 for a
water
pack of water that I can get for $2.99.
Or I want to just give my baby a bottle. I didn't realize that I had to spend my whole paycheck to survive 3 or 4 days. What's wrong? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are just such assholes.
But that just goes to show you there's two sides to human nature, and you always see it in situations of natural disasters. You have the ones that are helpful and they want to save everybody, and like the youth brings out the
like
good
the
in
Cajun
people.
Navy, or like those
you
are
know,
nice
people that are just like, fuck that, we finna help everybody whatever they need. You know, you have those people, and then you have the ones that are like, oh fuck yeah, natural disaster, everything is $20, we finna rob houses, we finna get
that
these
is
niggas.
true.
Like it's just those two kinds of human nature that you will see in those type of events.
Because I'm not gonna lie, even when I was bartending on Thursday, I just felt bad. Like one lady, I just felt so bad for her. I ended up like giving her 2 or 3 glasses of wine for free just because she lost everything.
Yeah.
She had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Her husband works overseas, so they're gonna be in the hotel for a while. And it's like people forget it's gonna be like, gotta wait till the water recedes,
and you gotta get the inspectors.
The inspector gotta come,
and then it's molded. Shout out to D-Bar, because last Wednesday they did a drive where they had people come in, bring toiletries, baby clothes, adult clothes.
I saw them,
and
I saw your
diapers, you know, and they were giving out free packages of water, and it was just so heartwarming to see. And it wasn't like just the staff; it was the actual community that came. They donated their clothes. I donated like 4 sacks of clothes. And
well, somebody gonna be well dressed. I mean, it's sad they lost their stuff, but they're gonna have really cute
they're
clothes.
gonna have really cute. It was just really cute stuff. So I was really excited that I got to get rid of that. And then they gave out free food. So we put meals in these what are those things called? Takeout boxes. And so I'll never forget this little girl. She was just so cute. And she just is standing there, and she was just looking at me. And basically, you could just come in, get whatever you need.
I saw children in D-Bar. I ain't know how.
Yeah,
I see the kids.
There's all these little kids in there, and you can go in, get whatever
Place
you
out
need.
a turf
So
up there.
basically, you know, they had these little stations. You know, each booth, each section had this. So one section was like toiletries for men, women, pads, all types of shit. And then it's like women's clothes, kids' clothes, men's clothes, shoes, the works. And people just went station by station and just got what they needed. Then they got a plate, and this one little girl, she was just looking at me, and I was like, "What's wrong?" She goes, "I said, are you hungry?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, girl, here." I just gave her I gave her 2 plates.
Here, girl, get you some chicken.
I said, "Are you thirsty?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "What do you want to drink?" Whatever you want. And she's like, "I just want a Sprite."
Yeah, girl,
like,
get
oh
this
my
chicken.
God.
Look at this chicken and
Get
these
this
baked
chicken.
beans.
Get this chicken and rice, girl. I said, "You want something else?" She goes, "No, I'm okay." She's little girl just trying to carry it.
Get your life, girl.
But you know, that just really, you know, touched my heart, because I just like to see people work together, and it's just so positive. And shout out to D-Bar for doing that, because that was actually something that was last minute, and
it turned
out to be better than what any of us really expected. So if you are in the city of Houston, go to D-Bar, 4409 Emancipation Avenue, and not just because I work there occasionally, but because it's a good time. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name.
Where everybody knows
what you drink. Everybody knows the bartenders. Everybody knows.
Adrianna's pretty popular.
And
she's popular in these streets. She's been in these streets a minute.
You know, I'm just low key. Okay? But yes, if you're ever in the city, go to D-Bar. It's a great place. And, you know, we're a community bar.
They really are like the neighborhood bar.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that whole street is the neighborhood bar. The spot, my God.
Yes.
Y'all, people in Third Ward love Third Ward.
Yeah, I love Third Ward.
That was like the first like place I partied. Maybe because I started working at Libra Lounge, and then everybody kind of worked in different little areas. That's how I met everybody when I moved to Houston. Was really me being in Third Ward every day.
I really like Third Ward. I like the characters that live there, and I love how everybody knows everybody, and it's always the same group of like older people that are there. That they always. They're every freaking day. And I'm just like, y'all ever get tired of drinking?
Girl, I used to be in Third Ward, like, for real, like a job.
I remember when the first time I stepped into D-Bar, I was so scared, because I was just like, ooh, look at all these black people.
It is a lot of black people.
It is.
Did I see you in D-Bar? I think met you was at you were working at Libra. I wasn't working there no more.
Yeah, I met you at Libra Lounge, but you know I love D-Bar. It's like one of my favorite places.
It is a good time. I've had really, really good times at D-Bar. I done beat up a girl in D-Bar. I did. Not too long ago either. It's just so bad. Good times at D-Bar though. Had a couple of parties there.
Yeah.
Ate some good food trucks out there. Met and broke up with a couple of boys in there.
God. My last 2 ex-boyfriends met him in D-Bar. Don't find love in D-Bar, but just come and have fun.
Don't find love in the club. Beyonce and Usher lied to y'all.
Don't find love. There is no love in the club.
Ain't no love in the club, girl. But no, so that was it. I'm super happy I didn't flood. Because like I said, I probably would have just been taking a one-way ticket back to Florida. Because I would have known what to do.
Man.
Especially if I had no flood. Especially I need to really review my insurance. Especially if that.
I would have cashed a check.
If you could have got one.
I was gonna get one.
But shout out to my apartment complex who has no sympathy for the devastation.
They don't have no sympathy. You know what? The apartment complex community, all you apartment owners, y'all need to have a little bit more sympathy for people who can't go to
Says the
their
girl
job.
who's going on vacation tomorrow.
They don't know that. I deserve it. I've been there for 8 years. I've been paying my rent on time.
Semi on time?
I've been paying my rent on time for the past 2 years. Okay.
2.
I've been there for 8 years.
The past 2 years I got my shit together and I had y'all money.
I've been having my shit together. So this is the first time in 2 years that I have not had my rent. Well, I've had it, but I'm not going to use it for my rent because I'm going to treat myself. It is Treat Yourself 2017.
Got you. And anybody who wants to donate to anything when it comes to Harvey, I suggest you... Can people find families? Is there a website where people can find a family to donate to per se?
I don't know.
Because I think that's more important than like... Because like,
I read
a whole...
to like the Red Cross and all that other shit. That's just kind of like... it's not...
Well, I heard Red Cross uses 91% of what you donate for a cause. The other 9%, I'm assuming, is paychecks because people forget that Red Cross is still like a corporation that have people who work. It's just not all volunteers. But even with the 91% they take, you can say, I want this for Houston.
Here.
But if something else happens, they can allocate it to whatever devastations to whatever nations. So you don't, So it's just not this nation. So like you donate $1 million, it might not get to Houston. I mean, it might get to somewhere else that needs help, which is, I guess, good, but it's not to what you specifically wanted to donate to. So that's what I heard about Red Cross. So people probably should. My mom said that people should. That would be kind of perfect if there was a website where you can like adopt a family in a sense.
I like that idea. Maybe
because I think that would be better. Just like the little girl whose mom died and she was like 3 and stuff. Have you seen that? Yeah. So it's just like different. I just want to make sure the money gets to people who need the money, who need to like, who has flood insurance, but it's not going to cover everything, you know? Because $10,000, well, I guess that's right, but like $10,000 for like a family of 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
That's not enough at all. That's, what's it, a couple of flat screens and a sofa? Like, shit is expensive.
Yeah.
But that's that. Well, happy birthday, my friend.
Gracias.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy I chose you, even though I didn't have to fire you.
You didn't have to fire me today.
I didn't have to fire you. But I hope you have a wonderful time. Please do not get snatched up by the cartel.
I'm not, girl.
Let me tell y'all, Adrianna called me and asked me that I have a book bag because she said that she read somewhere that you just need to carry a book bag so the cartel won't get you. Bitch, what?
No, you carry light. You gotta travel light. So just in case you gotta run, you don't have no big bag to carry.
I just pictured you running with a bathing suit and a JanSport. Like, please, can you not get abducted by the cartel? Don't be out there being friendly.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna. So my goal is to blend in, and I feel like I can blend in. That's what I read on this website, Traveling for Solo Travelers.
Mm-hmm. So who you gonna hang with? Are you gonna do local shit?
I'm going to do moderate local shit, but my main goal is to reboot. Because I feel like I have, like, not post-traumatic stress syndrome, but as this whole past week has just given me a lot of anxiety.
Okay.
So I just want to go lay on the beach.
Drink some margaritas.
Drink a margarita. Go get some delicious ceviche. and then probably be back in the house by sunset. Cause I don't have time to be in. I ain't
Just
trying
don't
to
do
be, like,
local. You
disappearing.
need, yeah.
I ain't trying to be disappearing in the middle of the night.
And you look friendly.
Nah, no, I know how to shut that off.
Mind y'all, she has like 2 buns in her head right now. She looks like a 12-year-old. Like, I'm actually kind of worried right now. You might get.
No, I'm gonna be all right. I know how to. I have a whole contingency plan.
You have an escape route and everything.
I have an escape route. I have planned. I know where the embassy is, the U.S. Embassy.
Do you really?
I plan on having my passport with me at all times. I plan on sending my passport information to all of my family, so they, in case something does happen, they take my passport. I have a passport, and they can vouch for it. They know where I'm.
You've been online reading. You done investigated this.
They know where I'm staying. They know the house that I'm staying at. Mariana, and so I have the address, I have her phone number, the locations of where I'm at, and I'm not going to be like traveling far because my plan is to just like get up really early, go like walk on the beach. I just want to
be real zen.
I want to zen out. I want to zen the fuck out. Maybe meditate on the beach or something. I want to stick my feet in the water. I don't know. Maybe go snorkeling. I don't know.
Mind you, she told these people she ain't paying her rent till the 20th, but go ahead.
I don't know. The sky's the limit right now.
And you'll be there.
My pockets are semi-deep right now, okay?
Because she ain't paying the people they rent. Oh my God, you're so dumb.
My pockets are a little deep right now, so I might go take up snorkeling. Do something fun. Get on probably won't take a boat ride, but just keep it something close to the shore.
Yeah, don't.
Because
just don't go too locally.
I'm not
because when I go out of town, I like locals, but I heard Mexico ain't one of the places where you need to be.
I'm going to Cancun. It's a tourist town.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not like I'm going to
don't get got
with cartels in the jungle.
Nah, they be.
I'm not trying to be in a trap house in the jungle with the Colombians and all of them. That's not in Mexico. Sorry. But no, I'm going into it. It's a lively place. They said that it's full of restaurants and mercados, which is markets in Spanish for those who don't know what that means. See,
you took Spanish 1 and 2 and think you know some shit, but go ahead.
So the house is in a very centralized local area. So it's not like it's far out. It's all where all the hotels are. So, I plan on taking pictures of every taxi cab that I get in. I plan on taking pictures and sending them.
Can you not send a bunch of pictures of license plates? I will die. You are so dumb.
Girl, I take all the precautions, okay?
Maybe you should take Uber.
I was thinking that, but then
Uber
it
already calculated, like, all the information of the person's already
in the system,
just there.
I have to see if I'm sure it's out there, but I know that there is an Uber from the airport to where I'm going.
Oh, okay. So it probably is out there, but they already have like the license plate and the first and last name and all that's just already in the Uber system.
Everything's gonna be tracked.
You gonna spend your whole day tracking shit. This is where I'm at. Yes, so dumb. Well, I hope you have a good time. You gonna have a good time though.
I am. I plan on it. I'm really excited. It's my first time out of the country. I just got my passport, and so I'm very excited.
Oh, your smile's so big on your passport. I already know. Ooh.
Well, they told me not to smile.
Oh yeah, they do tell you not to smile.
So, but I was just like,
so you smile, but you ain't.
I was trying not to give a lot of cheeks.
So you did that closed mouth smile like Julia Roberts?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did something like that.
Oh.
And then of course I had like a white shirt on, and the lady was like, you can't have no white shirt on a white background.
So did you have a jacket or something?
No, I didn't. I was like, well, do you have a jacket or a shirt I could buy on?
Did she give you one?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that was nice of her.
He was. So, God bless her.
Well, friends, this has been great. I'm very happy that we're still here and we're not flooded, even though both of our apartment complexes could have, gave us a break. They could have gave us a break.
They could have gave us a break.
But I guess that's better than being flooded and
my job sure is giving me a break.
My job did give me a break too. They was like, you know what? Don't come back until next week.
Wait, don't try to put in your time sheet. We know y'all ass ain't working.
I was at home.
I got an email talking about we know y'all ain't work from 8:20 8:28 to 9:03. So
You know what? You're right.
don't put nothing in. But you know what? I did the newsletter, so I'm gonna put in some hours. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, you should put at least 5 for the newsletter.
I'm doing 10.
Okay, that'll work too.
No, maybe like Thursday.
Do 8.
No, I'm gonna do Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday.
You know, bitch, do the whole week and see what happens. It took me a whole week because I was already distraught, so it took me a whole week.
Side note: if NatoyaEbony asks y'all, do you want to go eat some tacos? Say no.
Listen. Apparently, I can't drink 1800. You listen. You live and you learn. Okay.
Do not go to a taqueria.
Yes, eat some all the time. Eat some tacos.
Because
listen, Adrianna is. So we went to have like a pre-celebration for the birthday. Who knew? And mind you, now that I think about it, I've never been like a 1800 girl. Either I was like Jose Cuervo when I couldn't afford Patron and Don Julio, but then I jumped to Don Julio and like Patron. Like I skipped that whole little middle line, which happens to be 1800. Who knew it was gonna take me out and I almost died? Who knew that I was close to death? Good times.
But it was just you. He said, "Let's get another one." Another one.
And hey, I'm like DJ Khaled.
You know what? Get them one too.
You said get them white people one.
Yeah, I did.
They were a nice couple though.
They were very, she gave me advice on refinancing my car, so shout out to that really nice lady.
You know, she right. She was giving blessings.
She was giving blessings.
She was giving blessings.
She was giving me a lot of advice on how to refinance my car.
Did you do it? Oh well, they about to push you back for like 2 months.
No, they pushed me back a month.
Oh,
CarMax doesn't play that.
God damn, ain't no love in the city.
Ain't no love in the city.
Listen, I almost floated away out on this shit. Y'all just ain't trying to work for nobody. Bitch, I was almost on a raft. Mind you, I didn't flood it.
They told me I gotta sign some documentation and fax it back in 21 days. I said, man, I don't even know if I can get to the office in 21 days.
But shout out to my student loans who didn't even waste no time by sending me an email saying, hey girl, you live in Houston. I heard what happened. Forbearance much? Yes, I shall.
Thank you.
And I did. And it was so easy. They was like, just respond to this email. I typed back, I need a forbearance. And they hit me back. It was like, okay, girl. I was like, thank you.
I ain't get no email. I ain't getting no assistance.
Nobody cares about
Nobody
you.
cares about
Nobody
me.
cares about us.
Nobody cares.
Michael knew.
Michael knew. They don't give a shit about us.
But all right, guys. Like I said, if you want to donate to Houston, I would suggest
just Google a good foundation, or just send it to a shelter or something.
Yeah. Skip the big corporations because I don't really think they're getting the money.
Give it to the small people. Give it to small people that need it.
And they really do. It looks
or
really
if
bad.
You just want to start a GoFundMe page for me because I need help too.
Yeah, actually, will somebody start a GoFundMe for rent for September? So it won't be on the 20th. It could be like the 10th.
Because they're not passing up these late fees, man. They're taxing me on the late fees.
Well, so you can pay late, but bitch, it's gonna be $15 a day. Wait, what?
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, your late fees are gonna be $200. What, bitch?
Ooh, God
damn.
Ain't no love. At least she could have just made you pay the base.
That's what I'm saying. Cut the late fees. I'm going through it.
And I paid my rent on time for 2 years.
Seriously.
And I lived there for 8.
Seriously.
Yeah, they tried it.
They trying it. But it's all good though.
It's all good. Well, guys, we shall see you next week. We're happy to be back. Adrianna, have a great birthday. Please.
Shout out to Crystal Finch for sharing our posts.
Yeah,
Love
hey,
you, girl.
hey.
You are coming to the podcast live whenever we have it live, and you get free tickets.
And Adrianna, I hope to see you again next week. I'm joking, guys. She'll be here next week, Lord willing.
No, I will be here next week. Don't you think? I rebuke that. I rebuke all of that. I have things to do.
It's funny. All right, bye, guys.
Toodles.